we're going to see that sometimes they give us a shape that they want us to draw by graphing the points. So the one in your book is a triangle. We're going to look at a different one. So example 3 in your book is using a triangle that they have drawn there. The one that we're going to do is a different figure. So they're going to give me these points. And they're asking me to graph a quadrilateral KLMN that has the vertices that they give me. So the point K is -3, -3. L is 1, -3. M is 1, 4. And N is -3, 1. So the first thing I'm going to want to do, normally I would have graph paper just to make sure that it's really neat. I don't have it right now, so I'm going to draw my own. Each line is going to be one space. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be much better if you do it on graph paper so that things line up like they should. So K is -3, 1, 2, 3 in the negative direction, and -3, so 3 down. That's my K. L is +1, -3, so 1, 2, 3 down. So M is 1, 4, so that's up here. And N is -3, 1. Now they told me it's a quadrilateral, so it has 4 sides, and they gave me the order that I should connect them in when they told me to graph quadrilateral KLMN. So I'm going to connect these like in that order. I should be going through there. Okay. My lines are not very straight, as usual. Okay, so this is what my quadrilateral looks like. If I'm going to find the perimeter, that means I'm going to add all the sides. All the lengths. So they could give me a problem like this using any kind of figure, with any number of sides. I just need to know what each of the measurements are, and then I can add them all up. So for the things that are vertical, like that, or horizontal, I can use the easier version of the distance formula where I was subtracting the top coordinate minus the bottom coordinate and I'm doing the absolute value of that. So let me write down well this is all, this is 1, 4 and this L is 1, -3. You're not going to be subtracting the coordinates that are the same. So in this case the x coordinates are both 1 and 1. So if I want to find the length of ML, I'll just do the absolute value of the other coordinates subtracted. So in this case, the y, 4 minus a -3. So I'm subtracting the 4 here minus the -3. That will give me, this is really 4 plus 3. So that's the absolute value of 7, which is 7. Now I can check, and if you're using graph paper especially, it's easy to count the spaces. That's the same thing as what we're doing here. I could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's how many spaces those are apart. So you can use this formula. That would be especially useful if the points were really far apart and you didn't want to have to count every single space. Or you can count the spaces if you want. So here I could count 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could do like I did here and use my formula. In this case, K was -3, -3. In this case, because it's a horizontal line, the y values are always the same, so I won't be subtracting those. I'll be using the x values. So I could do 1 minus a -3. It would also be okay to say -3 minus 1 because I'm taking the absolute value, so that it will take care of the signs. So this would be like 1 plus 3, which is the absolute value of 4, which is 4. So the counting with spaces was just as easy as doing the formula. So the distance then between NK, let's write that one down. Instead of doing our formula, let's just count this time. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces down. So the length of that side is 4. Now, the problem for NM is that it's not a vertical or horizontal line. So I can't do the counting the spaces. I can't do this easier formula. I need to use a distance formula that we learned in the last section. So to find NM, I'm going to use a distance formula. Let me write N over here. So N was -3, 1. So I'm going to use these two things. I'll do 1. I'm doing the x values first. 1 minus a -3, all of that squared, plus 4 minus 1 squared. All right, that's going to give me, this becomes 1 plus 3, so that's 4 squared plus 3 squared. So I'm going to have 16 plus 9 under the square root, and then that will give me a square root of 25. Okay, this is a perfect square, so we can take the square root, and that would be 5. All right, now to find the perimeter, I'm just going to add all the sides up. So this was 5. So I'm going to add 5 plus 7 plus 4 plus 4. That will give me 12, plus 4 is 16, plus 4 is 20. And I don't think they gave us any units this time. No. So we would just leave it as 20. Okay, so if you want to see another one like this, you can look at example 3 in your book. And you can also try Quick Check 3. Oh, that's what this is. This is Quick Check 3. Okay, so look in your book to see the example 3 just for a different size kind of figure. But it should be the same type thing as we did here. All right, we're going to stop there. So the problems that you'll be doing are going to be through number 19 on the Google Doc, but I'll also include that on the assignment to make sure you know how far to go in your homework. We will finish this on Thursday, and we will do construction. So please bring your geometry tools. Make sure you have a compass, a ruler. It doesn't have to be a ruler, just a straight edge, and a protractor. You're going to need those things in class. So make sure you bring those with you, and don't forget that we're going to have a quiz on Thursday also. Okay.